Welcome to Create a Wow Life. My name is Jessica Peterson. I'm a real estate agent out in beautiful sunny Florida and the founder of Simply Wow Agency. I am excited to go ahead and reveal to you different ways you can wow people, your business, and you. Definitely, many of you have wowed me. If I can connect you with the right people, resources, house, or business, let me know. Are you ready to create a wow life? Don't forget to subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. Let's go. I'm Jessica Peterson with the Luxury Team Broker by eXp Realty. Welcome to Create a Wow Life. And today I'm so excited to interview the amazing Tony, Team Tony, out here in Sarasota, right by Siesta Key. And what was that?
In my own mind.
In your own mind, yes. So, his story is just, wow. I'm just in awe with your story and what you've done. And I know this is raw and real footage we're going to be filming here today. So please share with all of our listeners your story, how this all came about.
My story. I'd like to think I was in the best shape of my life and phenomenal shape overall. And I was riding my bike, ironically, up Osprey Avenue.
Oh.
And had come through the circle. I felt a little dehydrated. And less than half a mile from here, had a full seizure out of nowhere.
Wow.
I had returned from Vietnam the year before. I had trained for 2 years for an event and literally I felt phenomenal shape. Nothing I would have expected, and went to the hospital as a 33-year-old man having a seizure and doled down. And had an MRI, and the brain tumor is the size of my fist.
Wow, so you had a tumor the size of your fist and you didn't know at age 33?
No idea.
Wow, it just really gets you thinking like how many people out there could be walking around
With something going on.
with something going on. It kind of reminds me, I wrote about it in my book. I'll give you a copy.
Oh, that'd be great.
After my husband was in ICU, and it happened overnight. He woke up and he couldn't see and found out he had 2 masses of bleeding in the brainstem.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. When was that?
4 years ago.
So recent.
Yeah. So it changes your life, right? How overnight it just changes you.
Immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And it was looking back, 17 years has gone pretty fast.
Oh wow, you look great.
And it's, again, 17 years, not always look great. There's some challenges. 5 neurosurgeries, 3 years of chemotherapy, and there's so many people along the way that helped me. Yet, with the foundation, one of the things that was missing for me, because you have your doctors there supporting you, telling you what they're going to do, how you're going to feel, and your family and friends are always there. I tell people that unless you've been in the room when everyone leaves and they shut the lights out, it only feels like unless you've been in the room before, in the dark. And through the 17 years, for me, what was missing was me. There was no one there that could share an experience with what I was about to go through or what I'd gone through. And it would have been nice to have that person there. And so that's with a phenomenal friend of mine, got together, and it was like that's when the foundation started 10 years ago. Now, this month, the 29th of September.
Oh wow.
So this is our 10-year anniversary, and it'll be my 17th year in April. And the doctors had said 6 months to 2 years.
Wow.
But I think when you have gotten to the point where you're going to survive, or you think you're going to, there's an obligation to get back. And you want to. And so this is my way, our way to give back. And the center is something we dreamed about, and it really didn't come together until the last couple of years. But I tell people, as I mentioned earlier, the community came together to build a place for the community. A really good friend of mine does concrete work. He did the water fountain for us and
Oh, that's gorgeous. Wow.
donated the community table.
Who's your friend? Let's give a shout out to your friend.
Jake Brady, Concrete by Design.
Jake Brady, Concrete by Design. Okay.
Phenomenal. Yeah, so the water feature, and sorry, it's nice to sit at a bar, yet it's hard to talk to somebody at a bar. So that's why we made it where you can sit across from one another.
Ah, okay, let's have a seat. Oh, look at this. Is that sand?
Yeah.
There's sand?
Everybody plays in this.
Oh, you get to play in the sand?
It's a small Japanese garden.
Oh, okay. Wow. So Japanese garden. Whose idea was this? This is so cool.
Well, we had one of them. We thought about putting it in a fountain, and then he came up with, no, let's put it here.
I love it.
People will leave and they'll come out and there's little designs in it because everybody kind of plays in it. It's just so cool.
Aw.
It's hard to believe. Virtually everything in here was donated.
Wow. That's so amazing. And I'm looking at your wall here, and you said every quote has a story, or every message has a story, right?
There's so many on there. That was donated by Sir Speedy.
By who?
Sir Speedy.
Oh, Sir Speedy did that. Wow.
Eileen and Sir Speedy and
Thank you,
Matt and
Eileen.
Matt, they were phenomenal. I think I was I'm a cyclist, and there's an older gentleman who cycled with us all the time. He rode 6,000 miles a year.
Wow.
One of the first people I brought in here. And he knew we were going to put the wall up.
Really?
He gave me a quote. And this is his quote right here.
Okay, so the first guy, nothing comes for free. It is earned through hard work and good deeds. That is such a good one. That applies not only to work, also friendship, right? And love.
Yeah, so this is my friend Don, and Miss, and like I said, he was one of the first people I brought in here. And
Wow.
his son, his wife, knew that we were going to be putting a quote up, and he chose it. That's kind of nice. Every time I come in, I think about him.
That is so cool. I like that. Nothing comes for free. It is earned through hard work and good deeds. Okay, well, I definitely think of work and relationships and, love, all of that. What comes to your mind?
All of that. It's
Yeah.
ironic to say that. For me, it's right back to what we do. It's working hard and giving back.
Wow, that's so amazing. Okay, so anything you want to share with the world out there, Tony? I feel like you have so much to say, and you already are giving so much. How can we give and support you back?
The big thing is, our mission is to provide peer-to-peer support, one-to-one from cancer fighter to cancer survivor. And the best way to give back is telling somebody about us so we can help them out. Or someone who's gotten over a cancer diagnosis and on the other side of it and would like to give back. Because we're always seeking out cancer fighters to support them, but we're also looking for survivors who can be on our team to support those too. Because we match as many diagnoses as we can, as many similarities. So a breast cancer baby or man with breast cancer, same age, as many similarities. Maybe the same hobbies, a wife, 2 kids. So as many similarities as we can. And it's interesting. We find it goes in spurts. All of a sudden, we'll have a stream of lung cancer patients,
Really?
or pancreatic. It's just kind of recently it has been pancreatic. And if we don't have a match with those, my partner and or I will work with that person. I don't know what lung cancer feels like, but I do know what 4 years of chemotherapy feel like and 5 neurosurgeries, and those are relatability.
Yeah.
How you work with the doctors and how your journey is planned out, so it's less few bumps as possible.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so amazing. Wow. You're gonna make me cry. Okay, so
But, so that's the best thing you could do for us. If you know somebody who's been diagnosed and they need some support, we're here to help them. Or somebody who's gotten over the fight and has lots to share. Because every journey's a little different.
I know I shared with you one of my close friends. She's only in her 40s and has 2 kids, and she has stage 4 cancer, and it's gone to her brain. And so it's been so hard. She keeps texting me, you know, what she's looking for right now is positivity and that encouragement, and here you're providing it, right?
Yeah, I'd love to have her come in. Is she local?
She is local. I'm definitely gonna bring her in. Okay, so let's go ahead and share a story about another
Put my
quote.
mask on.
Oh,
Okay. You know, we sterilize this place about every 3 hours. We have a air conditioning unit by Tri-County Air with a UV filtration system in it for compromised immune systems. So we've taken all the precautions that we can. You know, even prior to the pandemic that's going on. You guys kind of caught me off guard, so I'm gonna get a mask.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Is it okay if we share what we already filmed?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Of course. Rod Hirschberger. He personally donates, he and his wife, Rod and Elaine, as well as the business did. All the furniture in here, it's phenomenal furniture, and we paid shipping.
Wow, that's amazing that people came together and they're giving money, they're giving their time, they're giving the furniture, the supplies. I mean, can you give us a tour, Tony?
Yeah, of course. I was going to go back to the wall here a little bit.
Oh, yes.
If you look at the large words on the
Yes.
support, connection,
connection,
well-being,
trust,
and compassion.
Mm-hmm.
Those are our team's core values.
Oh, wow.
So we sat together in the education room, and it's like, this is the team's core values. This is what, you know, we want people to relate to when they commit. You know, who, you know, kind of identifies who we are, and we want to share it.
Man, there's some really good quotes. I like tough times never last, but tough people do.
Right.
I also like this other one, life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards.
That's from one of our board members who works at 21st Century Oncology.
Okay.
Who've also been a big support system for us. You gotta like this one.
Oh, ice cream makes everything better. That's wonderful.
The kids at Riverview High School, we actually sold a lot of these quotes to raise some funds and for the mission and for our, because we have a grant program, which I'll tell you about. So we sold a lot of these quotes, and the kids from Riverview in the Cancer Club raised some money to buy 2 quotes. And
the high school club? They
the
bought?
Cancer Club at the high school.
Oh.
This is their other one right here.
Be a pineapple, stand tall, wear a crown, and be sweet on the inside. Aw, that's so sweet. Where's your crown, Tony? We need to get you a crown.
I know. And my sister's a graphic artist, and she put this together for us.
Oh, wow.
And she put me up in the corner.
You know what? Your sister put you in the corner. I have to say, your quote, Tony, is my favorite. And I wrote about it in my book, Create the Perfect Day, after my husband was in ICU. Every day's perfect because we're alive. So why are we not creating a life?
Right. I found when I was, anytime I went in a chemotherapy room or treatment room, I was always the youngest person in there. And I found that there's so many people in the room that all they were doing, and I want to be insensitive, was they were trying not to die. They were just trying hard because they didn't want to die, that they were actually forgetting how to live. And that's where my quote came in, is never forget how to live. It's so important.
That's amazing, yeah. My book's called Create the Perfect Day, about, every day's perfect because we're alive, so why are we not creating a life that we all desire and deserve, right? And
right. That's interesting you say that, because I use life is what you create.
Oh, you use that quote, life is what you create?
Life is what you create. The key is to never stop creating.
Yes, I love that. Never stop creating. Ah, I love that.
Yeah, never stop creating.
There's so many
this
good ones.
This is a good friend of mine and his wife. She went through, I had all my treatment done at Duke. 2 surgeries here and then done at Duke. And Duke, they're the place to go for neuro issues. And this lady that went up, and she was one of the first people who went through, she was actually the 3rd, I say that now. They injected the polio virus into the tumor cavity.
Really?
Yeah, and she wasn't supposed to have another birthday, and she had 8 more.
That's
and
amazing.
she passed away earlier this year, just before the pandemic. And we became really good friends with her husband, and that was their motto, hey ho here.
Aw, and look, what a great memory. Okay, so do you want to take us a tour in your
definitely.
office here, Tony? What a nice office.
My office, excuse the mess, let me just...
A mess? This looks great compared to mine.
Awesome stories and pictures on the wall too. Actually, I have one down here. I haven't put it up. A lady that was diagnosed with brain cancer, and
Okay, what is this? Someone was diagnosed?
someone who was diagnosed with brain cancer.
Yes.
She lives in Venice. She's not supposed to be here, and she always came out to she comes out to our events
Yes.
every year. And this is her right here, and at the event, and such a support system. And she's friends. Her niece is a good friend of a friend of mine, and they work with S1 downtown,
Okay.
and they sponsor our ride every year.
Okay.
And Bonnie's my favorite. She's awesome.
Aw.
Yeah, and she's doing phenomenal. And she also is not supposed to be here.
See, that's amazing. See, all these people are not supposed to be here, and they're here. So.
Right. She's an inspiration to me, like all of us. This is
Oh.
one of our core riders. This gentleman is the one that Pat, he went to Vietnam with me to the race. And this is a gentleman that rides a tandem with me. And, from my treatment and diagnosis, I can't see on the left.
Really?
I have no left peripheral vision in both eyes. Like, I can see you perfect. I can't see my hand right now.
Can't see.
That's why I almost took you out.
I had no idea about so the left side you can't see.
Left side of both eyes.
Oh, of both eyes.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So it's like gone.
Oh, I didn't notice you almost took me out. So see,
I almost took him out. Almost took I did not. I was like, yeah. And this gentleman here is a lead singer. I'm from Canada.
Oh, I'm Canadian and American.
Really?
Yeah.
Where, what part of Canada?
Well, my family's all from Saskatchewan.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from the East Coast, Nova Scotia.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
There's a big band when I was growing up at university called Tragically Hip. Yeah, big East Coast band.
Yes.
And the lead singer died from a brain tumor. And every one of these numbers on this frame was in one of his songs.
Really?
And signed, and by the numbers, my sister got me this for Christmas. And because he was an inspiration for me.
Aw.
Yeah, he was part of my growing up, And let's see what else. This is behind you. This is Duke has a big fundraiser every year. It's a 5K walk. They raise. First year was around $1 million. Last year they raised $2.5 million.
Wow.
And that the year on the left, we're a top 7 fundraiser. I decided I would go to Duke and do the 5K walk and continue walking home.
Continue walking home.
And it's 800 miles, 840 miles from Duke, 805 miles from Duke University to the bike shop on the corner where I used to work.
You walked that?
Yeah, walked that. 43 days.
Wow.
43 days and raised $26,000, which is matched by an anonymous donor for the event. And we were, the group of us, were the 7th fundraiser. But that picture of me leading 4,000 people on the start of the walk.
You led 4,000 people on that walk? Oh,
See that picture?
wow.
Mm-hmm.
That is so cool. Okay.
The gentleman who's on the left with a bandana on, at the time, was the longest brain cancer survivor at 12 years. And he passed a few years after that, but I get the opportunity to walk with him. I was just starting the battle, and he was that far along. It was pretty special to be there.
Mm.
And that was one of their biggest walks. So it was, it was really cool. But yeah, 805 miles.
Is that you right there?
That is me right there.
Right here?
Yep.
You look like a movie star.
That's me right there, and that's my friend and co-founder.
Aww.
Yeah.
Aww. You look like a movie star. And you know what? This is one of my other favorite quotes. Cherish yesterday, dream tomorrow, live today. I like that one.
So yeah, that's me, and that's another. You can see this. We're number 4 fundraiser there. I'll tell you a story about that one too. We'll go back a little bit more.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, PGT Windows and Doors donated all of this. Isn't that phenomenal?
Wow. That's wonderful to know that there's so many good people in our community.
Hey, there's some good people in Bristol. There really is.
And hopefully by me recording this and doing this will help spread
Yeah.
more love and good out there too.
And people we can help.
Yes.
That's what's important.
That's what the wildlife is about, wowing people and business and
We
themselves.
wanted to really keep the place open and private too. So the glass and we started designing it in 2010
Okay.
in our minds, and it literally came together last year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, last year.
This is so amazing.
So this is a sliding glass door, so we can close off this wall here. And this was donated by PGT, and it was a prototype.
Oh, wow. That is so
Prototype.
cool.
Yeah. We have tables, individuals, so for breakout sessions. For like Lori, again, co-founder, does all of our coaching. She went to school at Georgetown for an executive coaching program.
Okay.
And we took that model of coaching and brought it to the working with our cancer survivors, working with fighters. Bring empathy, not sympathy. And it's very. This is and you can see on here. You can see that was an event. There's a gentleman in town. His name's Doc Whirlin. Familiar going over the Ringwing Bridge. You look at the left. There's a park there.
Yes.
That kind of like there's some kids play bars and stuff like that. He approached me in 2017 and said he wanted to put on an event to raise some funds for cancer research and innovation, so across the country, not just in Sarasota, but across the country. And he wanted to, it was a fundraiser, so philanthropy, and his concept was just amazing. His name is Doc Whirlin. And what we did was we invited doctors and people on the edge of innovation in the medical community, from across the country. And actually, it wasn't a Team Tony event, yet, that's my doctor from Duke University. And this is my doctor who was at 21st Century Oncology, but now is at Moffitt. And this gentleman here is both from Sarasota Memorial, and I'm Moffitt, actually. And this event, what we're able to do, so if you wanted to, say you wanted to donate $500 to Moffitt, you could donate to Team Tony, we would give that to Moffitt. And we were able to raise, the first year, $750,000.
That's amazing.
For 35 organizations around the country. Majority of them local, yet around the country. Over 200,000 for SMH and for Moffitt. So local presence was good, and I was able to raise with relationships here and at Duke. We were able to raise $100,000 for Duke as well, which was matched.
Wow. You know what? You need to meet my friend Linda. She lives on the Key here. She's the longest living survivor cancer.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's her
She's
name?
Linda. I'll have to connect you with her later.
Oh my God,
yeah. You guys need to know each other. I love connecting good people, not only houses, but I love connecting good people. So
last year, in 2019, we raised, Lori, my partner, became the CEO of the event with Doc Whirlin, and raised 1.1 million
That is so
for another
amazing.
35 organizations.
Look at you, Tony. Look at how much amazingness you've overcome an obstacle. You're here and you're doing so much good.
And there's a reason it's Team Tony, because it definitely was a team.
Yeah.
It's you look at this event, there's a picture up there on the wall too. That was 250 people that came together. And that's why it was called CTAC, Coming Together Against Cancer. 250 people came together one day in April and raised $750,000 for 35 organizations.
That is so amazing.
And that on the left is our signature fundraiser every year is bike ride.
Which one? Where are we looking
On the
at?
left.
This one?
Yeah. Every year our signature fundraiser is a bike ride. Initially, the first 5 years, we would bus everybody to the East Coast in Ormond Beach, and we would ride home. So it's 2 days, 200 miles. And that year was our biggest participant list. We had more participants that year than any.
Hey, Team Tony, I see you've got 2 Google reviews, 5 stars. We need to get some more for you. We need to get
We should have a couple more on there.
a couple more. I'll be your third one.
We should have some more. Wow.
Okay, so this is the education
This is the
center.
education room named after Doc Whirling, who put this event on.
Okay.
Because he's been very significant in our development and support.
Okay, Doc Whirling. Okay, good to know. Is there more for us to see?
Yes, definitely.
Oh, absolutely. Okay.
Another office back here, and this here is our quiet room. So some people, I spend a lot of time here on the phone with fighters I'm working with.
So this is the room you work with fighters?
Or on the phone.
You're on the phone? Aw.
And then shut the door and you can play. Again, PGT.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
That's very cool. It's very quiet in here.
And these paintings are from a gentleman who lived on Siesta Key, who I was working with, and he was well known in the surfing world, and a painter, and he had done some contract work for the Nike CEO.
Okay.
Just phenomenal gentleman, and he was around when we were building this place too, and he wanted me to pick out 2 photos to put in here. And we picked these out because of the color. And the first thing that you see when you come in is the color.
Yeah.
What was interesting is he is a surfer, he was a surfer, and they did a paddle out for him when he passed on Siesta Key, Hawaii, Australia, and California.
Wow.
And at the same time, it was South Africa, sorry, yeah. It was phenomenal and spread its ashes.
Wow, what an amazing story. This is so peaceful in here. I need one of these in my house. A quiet room.
How comfortable are these chairs?
These chairs are really comfortable. Were these donated?
Yes, these were donated too.
Who donated these?
I can't remember. It's on the wall up there. They're on the wall of fame.
Okay, Wall of Fame.
So,
Okay,
yeah.
we did show the Wall of Fame.
Yeah.
And it's okay. I understand. Even my brain goes out every now and then. Okay, so right here I see more office space, right?
Yeah, this is our executive director and our development director.
Okay, let's go take a look.
Kind of like the ones in charge.
Well, it's always good to have someone in charge, right?
Yeah, that's not me. Yeah, definitely it is.
So the people in charge sit here.
Yep.
Okay, then we have the restroom and the copy room. Wow, this place is so clean, tidy, warm, inviting, welcoming. Sorry, my real estate side sometimes comes out, but I
do all the cleaning.
You do all the cleaning? Well, hey, I say whatever it takes to get the job done.
And these workstations were donated by Michael Saunders.
Aww.
We applied for a grant, and this is where we put together what's called a journey planner. And so it's kind of like a workup plan, but it's specifically for a cancer fighter to keep track of their doctors or people who are on the journey with them, supporting their medications, and everything's in one spot in the binder. You go to your doctor's appointment, place where you write down questions. If somebody needs to know what's going on with you, you just take the binder. Yeah, all your
Oh, wow, so it's
lab
one
reports
wonder.
and everything in spot. So yeah, we work with the fighters here, and it also gives them the opportunity to come in and work with us if they don't have a computer at home, you know, on their journey plan, or if they just want to get away. We wanted this place to be a safe place, you know. We're a cancer support organization, but hopefully it didn't feel like that when you walked in.
No, it felt like this warm, inviting, welcoming community center, and then
Not a medical office.
no, it didn't feel like that at all. This is
Nobody behind the glass, you know,
No.
asking you to sign in. And
no, this is a place I would come just to hang out. So it's a place I definitely come in and say hi.
you know, a coffee shop for cancer patients.
Oh, a coffee shop for I love. That's right. You offered me coffee. You were so kind.
Yeah,
That's right.
Aroma Coffee and Tea
Mhm.
provides the coffee machines and the water machines
Aw.
for us. It's just, you know, if we have a problem or we need a refill of flavors, call them and they're here.
Ah.
I mean, they're phenomenal.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Well, thank you, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe, share this story, share this message. Thank you, Tony,
No problem. The more we can help, the more who know, the more we can help.
Yeah, the more that people know, the more they can help. It's just, that's what it's all about, coming together. And thank you, everyone, for subscribing and being fans and sharing. And thank you, Tony, for all that you do. Wow.
Thank you.
He wowed me. Have an amazing wow day, everyone.
Wow.